Hello, my friends. I'm doing this video because I feel called to be totally transparent and vulnerable. For those of you who have known my story and have been following me during my whole health challenge, you are very much aware of everything that I've been through. For the people who don't know my story, I went through a very terrifying health challenge in 2019 to 20, where I developed Guillain-Barré syndrome, which then turned into a diagnosis of CIDP, which is called chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. And basically what that is when it's an autoimmune condition, when your own antibodies are attacking your own nerves in your body, and it caused my legs and my feet to get numb. I could hardly feel my feet at all, and the numbness progressively went up my legs. There was a period where my genitals were completely numb. I couldn't feel anything, and it was very scary. And the doctors all told me that there's no cure for this. I kept hearing that over and over again, and that I might need to be reliant on walkers or wheelchairs. At this point, I wasn't able to walk unassisted, and there were times during the whole 5 months that I was hospitalized that I wasn't even able to stand on my own. I couldn't put any weight on my legs. I wasn't able to even wiggle my toes. It was very, very scary, and I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to run or jump or just be my normal self, live my normal life, take care of my family, be active with my kids and my husband. And I of course went down that rabbit hole of fear. I didn't know why this was happening to me. And now I just left the gym. I'm standing outside in the parking lot of LA Fitness. I just did 2.5 miles on the elliptical, and I cannot tell you, I just feel like crying in gratitude that I'm able to do this. And so I want to put out to all of you that I feel called to help anybody who wants to learn what I did. And it really is so important to stay in an empowered mindset, not to go down that rabbit hole of fear. I wound up finding tools that helped me to overcome the fear and remain in a state of faith. Now, of course, there were things that would trigger the fear again, such as doctors coming in and family members coming in only meaning well, but looking at me with such hurt and pity and sadness in their eyes that would translate into me. And I had to do whatever I needed to do to overcome that, because I knew that staying in that state was only going to continue my progression downhill in this disease, whatever that was happening to me, whatever's happening to you. If you stay in that state of feeling sorry for yourself, of picturing the rest of your life being so debilitating, and focusing on your symptoms and focusing on your all of the negativity that you keep hearing around you and the sadness around you, if you stay in that state of mind, all that's going to do is continue that progression, is continue that feeling of helplessness. So I'm here to help anybody who's interested in knowing what I did and how I was able to keep myself in that mindset. If you would like to come along on this journey with me, and I'll be happy. And I don't know what this is going to even look like, but I do feel called to. Before this even happened to me, I was a health and wellness coach, and now I've so grown on so many levels from this whole experience that I truly consider it now a blessing. Isn't that crazy? You would think that, how could you ever think that? But I knew that it was happening to me for a reason. And what if Anybody who's experiencing illness or disease or, you know, ailments, conditions that you don't want, conditions that are making your life not as pleasurable, is not what you want for yourself. What if all of this is happening for us, not to us, but for us, for our own good, in order to force us to learn some lessons that we need to learn in order to become our future self? What if that was the case? Wouldn't you be excited about wanting to learn those lessons as quickly as possible so that you can overcome this and tell the universe, I got it, I learned the lesson, I'm who I need to be now, or I'm on my way to being that person, and that maybe, just maybe, you would wind up healing yourself. So I'm here to help you to do that. And I'm going to open up a group or a call, I'm not sure how, but depending on who's interested will then determine how I proceed. Anybody who's interested, please comment below and we can get started from there.